Give me the solar cupboard. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. If you can hear me, please let me know. Good evening, everyone. If you can hear and see me, please let me know. I need more light. More light. Babe, I need more light. More light. I'm trying to share my screen. So let me quickly do that. Happy Friday. I hope you had a great day today. My screen is coming up. Give me a few seconds. My screen is coming up. Give me a few seconds. Okay, please confirm that you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, if you can see my face and you can hear me, please confirm. If you can see my screen, you can see my face and you can hear me, kindly confirm. So last week, I want to believe you can see all of those. Let me confirm from the chart before I proceed. Okay, I can hear and see you. I can see you. Yes, ma'am, confirmed. Yes, I can see and hear you. Okay, thank you very much. So last week, we started this initiative of coming together every Friday to practice together. So last week, we learned and practiced 30 commonly mispronounced words and their corrections. So today, we are here again. Let's get straight into it. Now, like you all know, I love to always refer to the sounds of English because my goal as the diction queen is not to make you speak foreign or change your accent or sound fake. It is mainly to help you sound like who you are while pronouncing English words correctly. And for you to do that, the first point of contact, everyone here had attended the webinar. And if you remember, the first step we learned, which was diction fundamental, I emphasized that the first point of contact, the first thing you must focus on are the sounds of the English language. And right now on my screen, I have what I call the IPA chart. It can also be called the phonemic chart. So from this chart tonight, we will focus on just one sound. We will focus on one vowel sound. And that vowel sound is this sound right here. I believe you can see my spotlight. The sound looks like capital letter I, but it is not capital letter I, though it looks like it. It is a sound, and it is articulated A. Please watch my mouth. A, A, A. My lips are spread out. They are not rounded. And my tongue is in a relaxed position. My jaw drops. A, A, A. It is like you're saying the letter A. If you're saying the letters of the alphabet, the first letter is A. But as Nigerians or as a Ghanaian, we tend to pronounce the first letter as A. So for example, if I want to spell the word ball, as a Nigerian or as a Ghanaian, I would likely say B-A-L-L. The A sound. It is a diphthong. When we talk about the vowel sounds, we have the monophthong and we have the diphthong. The monophthongs are 12 in numbers. And when you write them, they only come in one symbol, just like this. Some of them take the two dots, but they come in one symbol, one letter, one symbol. While the diphthong, they come in two symbols. It means that for you to pronounce the diphthong properly, you must say each diphthong, each sound that make up one diphthong. For example, this sound here, excuse me, this sound here is a combination of this sound and this sound. It's a combination of these two sounds. So when I want to say that sound, I must say these two sounds. A. It is different from A. I hope you can get the difference. Please, if the difference is clear, let me know in the chat. The sound we'll focus on tonight is A, but most people pronounce it as A. So an average Nigerian or an average Ghanaian will see this letter and say A, B, C. It's wrong. This letter right here is rightly pronounced A, A, A. So as a parent, you're trying to help your child, or as a teacher, you're trying to help your pupil pronounce letters or spell a word. Make sure they are saying this letter as A. However, the sound we're learning tonight is A. The old way you would say this letter, A, and this is the symbol. So I believe that is clear. So let's get to it. Now that we have established the sound we're learning, remember it's a vowel sound and it's a monophthong. Now, monophthongs are divided into short sounds and long sounds. Now, when we go on the IPA again, you realize that there are some monophthongs that have the two dots. The ones with the two dots are the long sounds. It means that when you want to pronounce them, you make them long. While the ones without the two dots, they are the short sounds. When you want to say them, you make them short. So if I want to pronounce this word, this sound here, I must make sure it is short and not long. So the vowel again is eh, eh, eh. But then I love to pronounce that vowel, or I love to articulate the vowel using a rising tone. Many times when you use a falling tone to articulate English vowel sounds, they sound like our native languages. If I should say eh sounds like my native language, which is Yoruba. But if I use my rising tone and say it then sounds more like English, So here are a few words that we'll practice together to help pronounce the A sound. Now the first word here, most people pronounce it as divorce. You hear they just divorce. No. The right pronunciation is divorce. The letter I in this word sounds divorce, divorce. Please say after me. The second word is favorite. Favorite. Do not say favorite. No. Fav. The O and the U in this word should not be heard. Letter O and letter U should not be heard. Favorite. not favorite. So the word has 2 syllables. Favorite. The next word I have is pivotal, not pivotal or pivotal. It's pivotal. Pivotal. This is pivotal to our growth. It's not this is pivotal to our growth. No. Divorce. Favorite. Pivotal. Last week, we talked about words that ends with A and L. I explained that when you have suffix A and L in a word, the letter A should not be heard. The letter A should sound pivotal, not pivotal or pivotal. The next word, please don't say diffuse. If you're a biology teacher or a biology student, it's not diffuse, it's diffuse. Diffuse. And the last word I have here is granite. It's not granite. 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 Say after me. Divorce. Favorite. Pivotal. Diffuse. Granite. I need 5 people to practice these words with me before we go to the next batch that I have. So if you would like to practice with me, please raise your hand. To raise your hand, check below your screen. You're going to find a button that says raise hand, or it could be reaction. Click on it and I'll automatically see your hands up here. So the first person I have is Abubakar. Abubakar, please unmute yourself. And we have to be fast about it. We have just 1 hour to spend together. Abubakar, please unmute yourself. Abubakar, click on your microphone to unmute. Okay, I think Abubakar is not around. Let me call on Innocent. Innocent, kindly unmute yourself. Innocent, please unmute yourself. Click on your mic to unmute. Good evening, okay. Innocent.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Please pronounce the words from divorce to granite.
Okay, ma'am. Divorce.
Okay.
Favorites.
Okay.
Pivotal.
Pivotal.
Diffuse. Pivotal.
Yes, ma'am.
Diffuse.
Yes, ma'am.
Granite.
Granite. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, I'll call on another person. Pamela, please unmute. Pamela, kindly unmute.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Pamela.
How are you today?
I am very well. Please pronounce the words.
All right. I have divorce.
Yes, ma'am.
Favorite.
Yes, ma'am.
Pivotal.
Correct.
Diffuse.
Yes, ma'am.
Granite.
Very well. Thank you, madam. Okay, next I have Blessing. Blessing, please unmute yourself. Unmute your microphone, Blessing. Blessing, good evening.
Blessing, good evening. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words.
Please pronounce the words. Okay, we have divorce.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Favorite.
Again.
Favorite.
Favorite.
Favorite. Okay,
yes,
favorite.
Yes,
ma'am. Pivotal.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Diffuse.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Granite.
Correct. Thank you, Blessing.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Kalu, please unmute yourself. Kalu, kindly unmute. Good evening, Kalu. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
Please pronounce the word, sir.
Okay. Diverse.
Yes, please.
Favorite.
Yes, please.
Pivotal.
Yes, please.
Diffuse.
Yes, please.
Granite.
Correct. Thank you, sir. And lastly, I'll call on Juliet. Juliet, please unmute yourself.
Okay, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Juliet. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Okay,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
first word, divorce,
Yes, ma'am.
favorite,
Correct.
pivotal,
Correct.
diffuse,
Awesome.
granite.
Correct. Thank you. So let's proceed to
Okay.
practicing other words. So still on the A sound, I have the word enough, not enough. Enough. Now look at the word enough. There are two vowels here that I want us to pay attention to. The letter E in that word sounds A. Now, as Nigerians or as a Ghanaian, we used to feel like letter E should always sound E, as in egg. So I hear people say enough, enough. No. Sometimes letter E sounds A, enough. Now, the O and U in that word make this sound. We have talked about this sound before, but I'll go over it again. Please watch my mouth. This sound here, in fact, this sound and this sound, both the A sound and this sound I'm about to talk about, they are mid-vowel sounds, which means that to pronounce them, you do not have to open your mouth wide. Just open it a bit. So for this particular sound, you have to be careful of how much you open your mouth, and it is articulated ah, ah, ah. Make sure not to say ah. When you open your mouth well to say the ah sound, you would end up saying this. But if you're trying to make this sound, do not open your mouth too wide. It is ah. So the word enough has the eh and the ah sound. Enough. It's enough. Not it's enough or it's enough. No. Another example I have is example. Now, when we have E and X in a word, E and X can make three different sounds. Words that start with E and X. It can be pronounced in three different ways, but we'll talk about one of them tonight. So, when you have a vowel sound or a voiced sound before, after E and X. So, for example, this word, the next letter I have is letter A. And letter A would, of course, in this word, make a vowel sound, ah. So because the sound that I have after the EX is a vowel sound, my E and X should sound egg. It should make this sound, egg, z, eggs. You should write it in smaller case. Eggs. So if I want to pronounce this word, I pronounce it like this. Example, not example. Egg. There is a good sound there. And it's a Z sound, not a S sound. Example. Example. For example, not for example. Remember I said the words that start with EX have three different pronunciations. But tonight I'll focus on just this one. So the rule again says that when you have a vowel sound or a voiced consonant sound, after E and X should sound eggs, eggs, eggs. We have sometimes E and X can sound X. Sometimes it can sound X. It depends. But tonight we're focusing on just this one rule. So the word here is pronounced example, egg, eggs, example. Now the one here is example, except. So the EX here is different from the EX here, even though it's the same spelling. When you pronounce them, the way you pronounce the EX here is different from the way you pronounce the EX here. This is example. This is except. Ek. This has a G. This has a K. Except. Excuse me. The next word I have is harvest. Ha. The A and the R here has a long vowel. Ha. The H here must be heard. Do not joke with the H sound. Let's hear it. Harvest, not vest. V. A. The letter E here makes the A sound. Harvest. Wicked. There are two A sounds in the word wicked. The first letter I sounds A. We. The E here as well sound A. Wicked. So let's go over it again. Enough. Example. Accept. Harvest. Wicked. So I'm going to take another 5 set of people to pronounce these words together. So I have Nora. Nora, please unmute yourself. Nora, kindly unmute yourself. Okay, I think Nora is not here. Diamond.
I have.
Okay, good evening, Nora. Please pronounce the words.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words from enough to wicked.
Enough.
Enough. Nah. Enough.
Enough.
Yes, ma'am.
Example.
Egg. It's not a. It's a. Like you want to say the letters of the alphabet. A, B, C. Egg.
Example.
Yes, example. The next one.
Example. Accept.
Egg. This one has a g. This one has a k. Accept.
Okay. Let me take it all over again.
Let me take it all over again. Again, not again. Again.
Okay.
Yes, let me take it all over again.
Let me take it all over again.
Yes, ma'am.
Enough.
Yes, ma'am.
Example.
Okay.
Accept.
Yes, I love that you corrected yourself. Accept, okay?
Harvest.
Yes, let the first vowel in harvest belong. Harvest.
Harvest.
Yes, harvest.
Wicked.
No, wicked has 2 short sounds. Wicked has 2 short sounds. So don't make wicked long. Wicked.
Okay. Wicked.
Yes, thank you. We had already explained was it last week or 2 weeks ago, that when you have letter R after a vowel, most times the vowel will become longer. There is no R after this vowel, so it's not long. There is no R after this vowel. There is no R here. So that's why this is the only word where we have a long sound. Harvest. Others have short vowels. Okay, well done, madam. Okay, I'll call on another person. Diamond. Diamond, please unmute. Diamond, please unmute. Good evening, Diamond. Diamond, are you here? We can hear Diamond. I'll call another person. Abdullah Hamed, please unmute. Abdullah Hamed, please unmute. Good evening, Abdullah.
Good evening, ma.
Sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. Please pronounce the
How are
words
you?
from enough to wicked.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Please pronounce the words from enough to wicked.
Hello?
I can hear you, sir. Pronounce
Hello?
the words.
Example. Example. Example.
Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Hello?
I think your network is poor, sir. I would have to call another person to save time. Okay, Ogundira, kindly unmute. Ogundira, please unmute.
Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
Enough.
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 Example.
Okay.
Except.
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 Yes, please.
Harvest. Harvest.
The next one.
Wicked.
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 Okay. Wicked. I need you to be more conscious, ma'am. You need to
Alright.
listen well to how words are pronounced and try
Alright.
to reciprocate. Try to replicate what you have heard. The sounds are not accurate, but you need to keep practicing. Thank you.
Alright.
Okay, I'll call on Da Silva. Da Silva, please unmute. Good evening. Oh, I can't see Da Silva. Toyin Olabisi, please unmute. Toyin Olabisi, please unmute. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words from enough to wicked.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
You're
Enough.
welcome.
Example. Except.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Harvest.
Harvest. Harvest.
Harvest.
Yes, ma'am.
Wicked.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Well
you, ma'am.
done. Thank you.
Thanks so much, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So I'll call on one more person and we'll proceed. Ijoma, kindly unmute. Ijoma, kindly unmute. Ijoma, please unmute. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Mom.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words from enough to wicked.
Enough.
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 It's not a. Like you're
Enough.
saying A, B, C, A. Enough.
Enough.
You're still saying a. Please go to the next word.
Example.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Except.
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 You're saying a.
Except.
The next word.
Harvest.
Harvest.
Harvest. Wicked.
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 Okay, better, but you need to keep practicing, ma'am. Okay, let's proceed to the last set of words that I have here. So I have busy. It's not busy. It's busy. The letter U here sounds busy. I am as busy as the bee. Business. Business. The letter I here should not be heard. The letter U here sounds A. Biz. The S sounds like a Z. Now the letter E also sounds A. Business. It's not business. It's not bis. It's biz. As in zip. Business. Ness. Not ness. Remember I said sometimes letter E sounds A. Women. The plural of woman is women. 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 I love women in business. Not I love woman in business. Image. Image, not image. 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 Magician. It's not magician. Magician. It's not magician. The C here makes just one sound, not two sounds. Magician, not magiction. So let's go over it again. Watch my mouth. Busy, business, women, image, magician. Okay, so I'll call on those raising their hands to practice with me, just 5 of them. So first I have Oscar. Oscar, please unmute and practice the words with me. Oscar, please unmute. Oscar, please unmute. Okay, I'll call on another person. Comfort. Comfort, please unmute.
Wow, good evening.
Good evening, Comfort.
All right. Busy.
Please, I can't hear you. You need to speak out. Please pronounce the words.
Busy.
Be, not bees. Biz, business.
Business.
Okay.
Image.
Okay.
I'm done. Image. Magician.
Magician. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Madam Comfort.
Thank
okay.
you.
I have Taiwo. Taiwo, please unmute. Good evening, Taiwo. Please unmute. Taiwo, please unmute.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Busy.
Yes, ma'am.
Business.
Yes, business.
Women.
Yes, ma'am.
Image.
Yes, ma'am.
Magician.
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 Magician, okay?
Magician.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so next I will call Abdullah. I think I've called Abdullah Hamed before. If I've called you, please, I won't call you again. I think I've called Ogundira as well, so that others that I've not called can have the time to practice. RG Stephen, please unmute. Good evening. RG Stephen, please unmute. RG Stephen, click on your mic to unmute. Okay, I'll call on someone else. Comfort Susan. Comfort Susan, please unmute. Good evening, Comfort.
Good evening, ma.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words.
Busy.
Yes, ma'am.
Business.
Yes, ma'am.
Women.
Yes, ma'am.
Image.
Yes, please.
Magician.
Magician. Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome, ma.
Yes, ma'am. So I'll call on Abdullah Muhammad, Abdullah Abubakar. Okay, I've called these two. Augustine. Augustine, please unmute yourself. Augustine, please unmute. Good evening. Augustine, good evening. Augustine, I can't hear you. Good evening. Okay, I'll call on someone else. Oluwa. Okay, Chika first. Chika, please unmute yourself. Good evening, Chika.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Kindly practice the words with me.
Okay, ma'am. Busy.
Yes, please.
Business. Women.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Image.
Yes, please.
Yes. Magician.
Magician, very well. Thank you, Chika.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll call on Oluwa Funke. Oluwa Funke, kindly unmute. Then after Oluwa Funke, I call on one more person and we'll proceed. Oluwa Funke, please unmute. Good evening. Oluwa Funke, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oluwa Funke, I can't hear you. I think your network is low. So I'll call on someone else to save time. Makinde Victoria, or is it Victor? Please unmute. Makinde, please unmute. Those of you asking that I call you in the chat, I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. Look below your screen. You're going to see the raise hand button. Somewhere below your screen, you would find the raise hand button. For some phones or for some device, you're going to find reaction. Click on reaction, you would find the raise hand button. Click on it, I would automatically see your hands up. Makinde, please proceed.
All right. Thank you, Mom.
Yes, ma'am.
Business.
Yes, ma'am.
Image.
Yes, please. I can hear you again, ma'am. The last thing I heard was image.
Okay. Magician.
Magician. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's proceed now. I'll come back to calling people's name to practice with me. So now we have learned the A sound. Remember, the sound is A. A, A. So you must pay attention to that. So as you speak to people, as you converse, watch out for this sound. The way you say the first letter in the alphabet is the way you say this sound. Most times, letter I makes the sound, as in divorce. In some simpler words, we have words like sit, lip, kiss, hip. It's a C. Sometimes letter E can also make the sound. And of course, you can have letter U or letter O sometimes. Now we have a reading practice. So I'll read the reading practice and then call on 5 people as well to practice the reading practice with me. The first one, you need to first identify all the words with A. So let me underline them. So when you're reading, you pay attention. Also, do not forget the TH sound. Anywhere you have TH, T and H sound, make sure that your tongue is outside. Make sure your tongue is outside. PHCN, don't mind them. Make sure your tongue is outside. So do not forget the TH sounds. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed. Then, so to second sentences as well, I would underline the words with A. Courage. Ka. Remember that sound I showed you, the one you do not have to open your mouth very well. Minute. In. Forest. Your TH sound, put your tongue outside. Carpet. Carpet. The first syllable in carpet. I am back. Sorry about that. Okay, let's proceed. That was reading the sentences. So the first one, in the village, women adore the rich. Do you have the courage to stay a minute in the forest? Now look at this question. Aside from you paying attention to the way the words should be pronounced, you should also note that it is a question and it is a yes or no question. A yes or no question is a question that when you ask, your response will be yes or no. So when you're asking such question, the tone of your voice should fall at the end. Do you have the courage to stay a minute in the forest? Not, do you have the courage to stay a minute in the forest? That is a flat tone. Do not use a flat tone. As you approach the last word in that sentence, let the tone of your voice, let it go down, let it fall. Do you have the courage to stay a minute in the forest? In the forest, not in the forest. Forest, in the forest. The third sentence, he cleans the images and carpets on Sundays. He cleans. The S in that word make the Z sound. Cleans. He cleans the images. Images. The S there also makes the Z sound. And carpets. Carpets. The A and R in carpets should be a long sound. And Sundays. So let me read, excuse me. I'll read again. I'll read faster this time. In the village, women adore the rich. Do you have the courage to stay a minute in the forest? He cleans the images and carpets on Sundays. So who's ready to practice with me? If you are, please use the raise hand button to raise your hand. If you've raised your hand earlier, please do not raise your hand again. Let's give room for those that have not spoken tonight. So I'll start with Faith. Faith, please unmute. Faith, good evening.
Good evening, Diction Queen.
Yes, ma'am. Please read the sentences.
In the village, women adore the rich.
Don't use a flat tone, ma'am. Do not use a flat tone. You read with correct sound, but I need you to work on your intonation at the same time.
Yes,
Instead of
ma'am.
in the village, women adore the rich. Try to sound like an English person. If an English person wants to read the statement, because it's a statement, he or she will use the falling tone. So instead of your tone should just be flat, it should fall at the end. In the village, women adore the rich. Women adore the rich. Let your tone come down at the end. Please try again.
In the village, women adore the rich.
That's better. Rich. The letter I there sounds A. Rich.
Yes.
Okay, number 2.
Do you have the courage to stay in the forest?
Okay, number 3.
He cleans the images and carpets on Sundays.
Okay, that's 4. Well done, Faith. That's impressive. Okay, the next person I would call is, I can't pronounce your name. I think it's Anobeng Kezia. Please unmute yourself and tell me how to pronounce your name. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please, what's the right pronunciation of your name?
Kezia Anobeng.
Anobeng.
Anobeng. Anobeng, yeah.
Kezia Anobeng. Okay.
Kezia.
Keziah. Okay, Keziah
Sure.
Anobeng. Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thanks for the correction. Please read the sentences.
In the village, women adore the rich. Do you have the courage to stay a minute in the forest? He cleans images and carpets on Sundays.
Okay, well done. Please pay attention to the sounds of the words. Please mute yourself and put your hands down. Umaru Bekisu, please unmute. Umaru Bekisu, please unmute.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. Please pronounce the words.
In the village, women adore the rich.
Village. In the village.
In the village, women adore the rich.
Women, not women. Stress. You need to stress the word correctly. Women adore the rich.
Women adore the rich.
Okay.
Do you have the courage to stay in the Do you have the courage to stay a minute in the forest?
The word is courage. Do you have the courage? You don't have to rush. Rushing would only deter your pronunciation. Take your time. Do you have the courage to stay a minute in the forest? Courage. Forest. Please try again.
Do you have the courage to stay a minute in the forest? It cleans the images and carpets on Sundays.
Okay, you need to practice more. Your pace is not helping, and then you're not paying attention to the sounds as well. I think I've called Ogundiran already, so I'm going to quote another person. Zuliyat. Oh, I can't see Zuliyat again. Amalara, please unmute.
In the village.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, not good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, ma'am.
In the village, women adore the rich.
Okay.
Do you have the courage to stay a minute in the forest? He cleans the images and carpets on Sundays. I'm done.
Well done. Yes, ma'am. Well done. Okay, I'll call on Christy. I think Christy will be the fourth person, so I have one more person to call. Christy, please unmute.
In the village, women adore the rich.
Christy, please unmute. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
In the forest,
Can you hear me?
the courage.
Good
I
evening,
can't
ma'am.
hear you. Okay, I think Christy is not here. Jephthah. Jephthah, please unmute. Jephthah, please unmute. Are you here?
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Please read the sentences.
Okay, ma'am. In the village, women adore the rich.
Rich. Go ahead, ma'am. I can't hear you again. Oh, she's muted already. Okay, so let's proceed. So now there is a particular sound that people mix with the A sound. And that was the sound I introduced at the beginning. Remember at the beginning on the IPA chart, I talked about two sounds. The first is the A sound, or the second is the A sound. These two sounds, they sound alike. But do not forget, the first one is a monophthong, it's just one sound, A, and it is short. The second one has two sounds. So for you to pronounce it properly, you have to move from the first sound to the second sound. If you refuse to move from the first sound to the second sound, we then say you are a lazy speaker. Do not be a lazy speaker. So for the A sound, the diphthong A, you have word examples like okay. It's not okay. You hear a lot of people say okay, K. It's not K, it's K. Because the A and Y there make a diphthong A sound. It's not A sound. Okay, okay, ma'am. Not okay, ma'am. We also have say. Say, talking about the word say. When you add letter S to the word say, it becomes says. You then tend to pronounce it as says. The A and Y, when you add S to the word say, becomes well, this is say. It's not say, it's say. We also have aid, aid, plate. Talking about the word plate, there is another word people think it's pronounced the same way. This word is plat. This is plat. This is plate. They are not pronounced the same way. Take your plate to the salon where you will plait your hair. Take your plate to the salon. It's not saloon. Saloon is a car. Where you make your hair or where you plait your hair or even have a haircut is a salon. So the salon to plait your hair. And then we have today, not today. Today, today. Don't say today. So let's take it through the words again. Okay, stay, ate, played, today. Now let me just talk about this word, create. Now there's another word similar to this word that people mispronounce. You hear them say creator. No, this word is creature, creature. I am God's creature. Well, this one here is create. This is creature, not the same way. Awake, awake, not awake. Look at my mouth. Awake. The letter A here makes a closed sound. Close your mouth and say awake. Sachet, not sachet. Sachet. The T should not be heard. So let's go over the words again. Okay, say, ate, plate, today, away, sachet, create. If you'd like to practice with me, please raise your hand. I'll call just 3 people here. Just 3 people. I don't have the time to call up to 5. It's almost 1 hour already. Augustine, I have called you already. Oscar, I had called you earlier. Ijama, I had called you. So I'm not going to call those I've called already. Infinix Art 101. Please unmute. When joining the Zoom session, try to join with your real name so it's easier to identify you. Infinix Art 101, please unmute. Okay, Cynthia, please unmute. Cynthia, please unmute.
Hello.
Good evening,
Yes,
Cynthia.
ma'am.
How are you?
Good evening. Fine, thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Eight.
Yes, ma'am.
Late. Today. Awake.
Yes, please.
Sachet.
Create. Not sa. Sachet.
Sachet.
Yes, ma'am.
Create.
Correct. Thank you. So, calling another person. Please mute yourself, ma'am. Chris, I think I called Christy earlier. Zuliyat, I called you earlier as well. I called Christy earlier as well. Please, let's give room for those I have not called at all. Chioma, please unmute. Chioma, please unmute. Chioma, are you there? Good evening. Chioma, can you hear me? Good evening.
Yes, Mom, I can hear you.
I can't hear Chioma, so I'll call on iPhone Amina.
Yes, Mom,
Amina, please unmute. iPhone Amina, please unmute. Good
Hello,
evening.
good evening.
Good evening,
Good
Amina.
evening. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
say,
Yes,
a,
please. Yes.
play,
Yes, ma'am.
today,
Yes, ma'am.
awake,
Not a.
sachet,
Close your mouth and
awake,
say awake.
awake,
Yes, ma'am.
awake,
Yes, ma'am.
sachet,
Yes, shay, not shay.
sachet,
Shay. And the
sachet,
last one,
create.
create. I'll call up one more person and we'll practice the last set of words. Okay, I have Abaka Mahmoud, I've called you. Audrey Stephen, I've called you. Louisa, please unmute. Louisa, please unmute. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. Please pronounce the words.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Say.
Yes, please.
Eight.
Yes, please.
Place.
Yes, please.
Today.
Yes, please.
Awake.
Yes, please.
Sachet.
Yes, sachet.
Create.
Create. Thank you. And let's go to contrasting these two words that I have. Remember, please mute yourself. Thank you. Now remember that I said that the A and A sound are almost alike, but do not pronounce them that way. So let's look at some words that sound like you're saying the same thing. The first sound again is A. I said that letter I makes the A sound most times, as in pen. This is not pin, it's pen. This is not feet, it is fit. Red, ship, beak. This is not beak, it is not sheep, it is not reed, it is not feet or pin. The letter I there sounds A, pen, fit, red, ship, big. Now, this sound here is A. A is different from A. To watch my mouth, you realize that the way I pronounce them is different. A. This is A. You're gliding, you're going slowly from the A sound to the A sound. A. Do not be lazy when pronouncing the sound. So I have pain. This is not pain, it's pain. Fade, raid, shape, bake. So let's take them together. Pin, pain, fit, fade, red, raid, ship, shade, bake, bake. If you're ready to practice with me, please raise your hand. Please, once I call you, do not waste time. So I've called Augustine before. Cleo, please unmute. Cleo, good evening. Unmute yourself. Okay, let me call another. I think I've called Faith as well. Techno Canum, please unmute yourself. Techno, please unmute.
In the village. Women.
Techno, are you there? Unmute. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. Please pronounce the
have
words.
To stay a minute in the forest. It cleans the images and
Techno, are you ready to pronounce or should I call someone else?
in the village. Women.
Okay, I'll call on someone else. Christy.
Do you have the courage?
Christy, I think I've called Christy. Please, if I've called you, don't
Good evening, ma'am.
raise your hand again. But I think I've called something like Christy
Good
earlier.
evening, ma'am.
Let me see other people.
Good evening, ma'am.
I've called you as well. Comfort, I've called you. Fadila Abubakar, please unmute. Fadila Abubakar, please unmute.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening,
Fadila, are
ma'am.
you the one talking?
No, this is Christy, ma'am.
Good evening. Please pronounce the words.
Pain. Pain. Faith.
I can't hear you. Your voice is really low. You need to speak out.
Good evening, ma'am.
It's clashing. Pain.
There are two people talking. I'm going to mute
Hello, good
everyone
evening.
and then go over it again.
This is Christy speaking, ma'am.
No. So let me go back to it again. I've muted everyone. Fadila, you can now unmute yourself. Fadila, you can unmute yourself. Fadila, please unmute. Okay, Jeremiah, please unmute. Jeremiah, please unmute. Good evening, Jeremiah.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words.
Well, feed, feed, right.
You're pronouncing the word pin to bake.
Okay, pin,
Pin.
pen,
It's not pin. A pin.
pen,
Okay.
fed,
Better.
right, chef,
Again?
right,
Okay.
chef,
Okay.
bed.
Okay, you're pronouncing only the A words. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
I'll call
ma'am.
in another person. I'll call on I'm trying not to call those that I've called before so that everybody can have the time. Clue, I've called you. Christy, I've called you. Comfort, I've called you. Faith, I've called you. Ijoma, I've called you. Where are those that I've not called? They're not even raising their hands. That's the thing. Okay, Benedict. Benedict, please unmute. Benedict, please unmute. Good evening, Benedict.
Good evening, ma'am. Yes, good evening.
Benedict, can you hear me? Good
Hey.
evening.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Benedict, I can't hear you. Your voice
Can you
is
hear
low.
me,
Please
ma'am?
speak out.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Please pronounce the
Good evening,
words
ma'am. Can you
from
hear
pen
me?
to bake.
All right. Pain.
Okay.
Fet. Red.
Okay.
Shape. Bake.
Okay. Okay.
The last one is bake.
Okay. This one.
All right. This one. Pain.
Okay.
Fates.
Okay.
Red.
Okay.
Shape.
And the last one.
Bake.
Okay. Thank you. I'll call on one more
Bake.
person
Thank you,
and we
ma'am.
proceed. Okay. Kalu Chinonso, please unmute. Kalu, please unmute.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Hey,
Please pronounce the words.
hey, hey.
Kalu, please pronounce the words.
Can you hear me, ma'am? Can you hear me?
Kalu, I cannot hear you.
Hello, ma'am.
Let
Can
me
you hear
call on
me?
someone else to save our time. I've called Innocence already. I've called Techno, come on. I've called Audrey. Audrey, please unmute. Audrey, please unmute.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Audrey. Please pronounce the words.
Pin.
Okay.
Red.
Okay.
Okay. Big.
Okay.
Pain.
Go ahead.
Read.
Okay.
Shape.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, so now it's question time. Before I proceed, let's take some questions. If you have questions, please send your questions to the chat. If you have questions, please send your questions to the chat. Please. If you have questions, please send your questions to the chat. Somebody says, I don't know how to raise my hand. On your screen, you're going to see the option where you have raise hand. Just click on it. It would raise your hand. I would see an icon raising your hand. And the person said, please pronounce these two words. The first word is W-O-R-K. It is pronounced work. Work. Another is W-A-L-K. It is pronounced walk. Work, walk. I walk to work every day. I walk to work every day. I walk to work every day. Now somebody said, how to unmute? To unmute, click on your mic. There's an image there that looks like your microphone. Just click on it. When you click on it, it would unmute. Lipton, Lipton. Another is, I want to participate. How to pronounce the word in? I-N, in. Somebody's asking how to pronounce C-H-I-M-E-R-A. I would confirm that pronunciation and send it to the group. Another person is asking how to pronounce E-W-E. The word is pronounced you. Luisa, I would confirm your pronunciation and send it to the group. Okay, I think that's all the questions I have right now. If you have any more questions, you can just send it. Ma'am, kindly repeat your explanation on diphthongs and monophthongs. Diphthongs, they have two symbols. Just like the second sound we learned tonight, A, it has my slash first, small letter E, capital letter I, and I close my slash. Two symbols. So when you want to pronounce it, you have to go slowly from the first sound to the second sound, A. So we say that diphthong sounds are gliding sounds. Exercise. Another person is Alicia. How can make this you a sentence? Okay, how can I make you in a sentence? You is a female sheep. So I can say that the you is on the field. The you is on the field. Another person said, how can we manage using a British accent in the classroom and not sound flat or pronounce wrongly? When learners can frustrate someone in this part of the word. It's all about mastery. It is mastery. That's it. Because this is not who we are, it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes practice. In fact, I like to say that speaking well is a journey, which is why we tell everyone to enroll on the Diction Mastery Academy. That word mastery is important. With mastery, I tell people jokingly that when I sleep and I'm dreaming and I'm speaking English, I speak with proper diction. It's all about mastery. I work as MCs, and sometimes as an MC, you need to make your audience laugh. So sometimes I switch from Pidgin to Yoruba to English. It's not easy for you to switch from Pidgin to correct English immediately. It's difficult, but mastery can help you. So it's all about mastery. And what leads to mastery is practice. Which is why in the Sexual Diction Master Academy, We have created a system that allows you practice every day. There's a saying that when you do something for 21 days, that thing becomes a part of you. But now you're doing the same thing for 6 weeks. That is Mondays to Saturdays. Monday to Saturday is 6 days. 6 times 6, you're doing it for 36 days, more than 21 days. And the good thing about the 6-week Diction Master Academy is even after 6 weeks, you can remain there. You can keep coming to the Zoom sessions where we have practice sessions like this. We don't just have the practice session, we also have the breakout session. The breakout room is one of the things that people enjoy more in the 6-week Diction Master Academy. Because aside from practicing with the Diction Queen, you also get the opportunity to practice with all those students, all the clients in the class or on the academy. We also have other diction instructors that attends to them Mondays to Fridays. So you're not just hearing this over and over again from my end, you're hearing from other diction instructors. So they're also teaching you using their own method. So should you not be comfortable with my method, or you're not comfortable with the other method, at least there'll be someone in the academy that you're comfortable with their own method. So it's all about mastery, Madam Comfort. It's mastery. And so that children can frustrate you, children can make you angry. And sometimes when you're angry, you're annoyed, the original you comes out. But with mastery, you can overcome that. Okay, the word has 4 pronunciations. This word has 4 pronunciations. You can pronounce it as schedule, schedule. You can pronounce it as schedule, schedule, or schedule. You can also pronounce it as schedule, schedule, now, schedule or schedule. Excuse me. So it depends on which one you're comfortable with. Exercise. Please, ma'am, some of us you called earlier didn't speak. The unmute button was not enabled. I think it was your network. And like I said, this is not the 6-week Diction Master Academy. This is just a place for us to have a taste of what they're enjoying in the 6-week Diction Master Academy, which means you cannot take everybody. In the 6-week Diction Master Academy, we make sure that everybody who raised his or her hand has the opportunity or gets the opportunity to speak. Well, here we're just trying to let you have a feel of it. So we don't have all day. In fact, the class is programmed for 1 hour. Right now, we have spent about 1 hour, 20 minutes already. Okay, I think I've answered all the questions. If I'm reading, how do I know when to use mono or diphthong? Okay, it's not monotongue or diphthong. It is spelled this way. Monothong. M-O-N-O-T-H-O-N-G. Diphthong. Monophthong. Okay, for the monophthong, there is a P, PH, monophthong, diphthong. Okay. You must be able to identify words with monophthongs and words with diphthongs first. So when you're able to identify them, that is when you can then read by paying attention to the monophthong words or the diphthong words. Okay. Insects, insects. Apology, apology, insect. Shop, catering, shop, catering. Any other question? Parlor, that's a long one. Parlor. Okay, I think I have attended to all the questions right now. If you have more questions, you can send them. I heard we have triphthongs as part of the IPA. Is it a new one? And is it still part of British IPA? Okay, the triphthongs aren't a part of the IPA chart. We have the IPA, we have the IPA chart. The IPA is called International Phonetic Alphabet. Then we have a chart where we have all the IPA. Now, on the IPA chart, which is what I showed you at the beginning of the class, the triphthongs aren't included. But when we consider all the sounds in English, yes, we have the triphthongs. In fact, we have some sounds that are called non-phonetic sounds as well. But because they are not on the IPA, people hardly or rarely talk about them. Now, one of the things that make the triphthong not so very much of a challenge is the fact that your ability to articulate the monophthongs and then the diphthongs help you to articulate the triphthongs as well. So that is why we hardly talk about the triphthongs. But of course, yes, the triphthongs are part of the British sounds, also the American sounds, and they are still part. They have not gone into exile. Okay, so I will attend to other questions later. Let me quickly round up. So, like I said, just like the question Madam Comfort asked, one of the things that would help you to speak better anywhere, anytime to anyone, without feeling scared or feeling afraid, is for you to enroll on the Diction Mastery Academy. And all you need to enroll on the Diction Mastery Academy is 6 weeks. And those 6 weeks, you need less than 10 days, Mondays to Friday, to participate. Less than 10 minutes, rather, Mondays to Fridays to participate. On Saturdays, we meet by 8 p.m., where we practice and have a breakout room where we group people into smaller groups and where they could practice together as well. So to join the 6-week Diction Master Academy, where you would enhance your communication abilities to the point where your words command attention, where you will skyrocket your confidence and not be scared to speak anywhere. Somebody sent me a message earlier today. She said that the first time she spoke in public was when she clocked 40 years. And that was last year when she had her birthday. And she said she messed up big time. Big time. So you can imagine what it means to have that confidence, to be able to speak anywhere. There are a lot of reasons why people do not have confidence. Some people feel like people will judge how they pronounce their words. Some people already know they will mispronounce their words. They will say rubbish. Some people do not even know what to say. And these are what we are working on in the 6-week Diction Master Academy. And lastly, we would help you elevate your professional image to new heights. I'm working with someone right now who works in the NNPC, and he said that he used to work in the field earlier, and now they moved him to department where he has to give presentations. There's another banker who said that she used to work just as in the back end, and now she has to start giving presentation. In fact, the banker's own was so worse that she was already thinking of resigning, but she just had to stay back because she needed to pay her daughter's university fee. And where again will she see such money? So sometimes we feel like, who English help? What do I need it for? Blah, 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 blah. Like they will say, they whine yourself. There's another pastor wife that I'm working with. In fact, I can't start telling you the impact of diction. There are women out there that they are losing their marriage all because of simple English. To some people, it might not make sense. There's a woman that reached out to me and said that she wants to learn diction so that she can collect big, big money from her toasters. That was the exact thing she sent to me. That she wants to learn big English so that she can get more money from men. According to her other friends, they get good money because they speak good English and they look tush. But because she cannot speak good English, she gets just rubbish money. The truth is, in this world that we are now, the impact of English can never be overemphasized. That is the truth. So if you're looking for a place where you do not just learn diction, you also get to learn grammar. We help you with your pronunciation, we help you with your grammar, and even your vocabulary. Do not joke with the 6-week Diction Master Academy. At the 6-week Diction Master Academy, you will get access to our e-learning platform, which is where we have the courses. It means that without the Diction Queen, you can go to the e-learning platform anytime, whether at night, midnight, early in the morning, late afternoon, anytime that is convenient for you to learn Mondays to Fridays. You'll also get access to 55 practical training sessions. You get access to assignment for stage knowledge assessment. The lessons on the e-learning platform, each of them have an assignment. Both the lessons and the assignments needs less than 10 minutes for you to do every day, Mondays to Friday. You submit on the assignment group. We have instructors on the assignment group that listen to your assignment, the voice note you have sent or the video you have sent, and they give feedback on each person's voice note. Excuse me. You also have access to our live training sessions that we do on Saturdays. We are working on adding 1 more days to the live training sessions in the 6-week Diction Master Academy, so you can have 2 live sessions every week instead of 1. And of course, you also have access to our private WhatsApp group where you can get support, and you get unlimited support from the Diction Queen and her team. Another thing is that after your 6-week Diction Master Academy, you get access to our Telegram group where we have the alumni. All the people that have attended the 6-week Diction Master Academy, they're on that group where you can network, learn from them. We meet once a month where we also practice together through Zoom sessions like this. Now, here's how the 6-week Diction Master Academy works. The first step is for you to register for the 6-week Diction Master Academy. The second step is to log into your membership e-learning platform at any time during the day. Once we enroll you, you can access it anytime, any day. And you don't need any special app. All you need is your phone. Whether you have a laptop or not, you can access it anytime, any day. Then you watch the training lessons, complete the assignment, send it to the WhatsApp group, get your feedback, and on Saturdays during the weekend, you jump on the live session with me where we ask questions, we answer your questions, we challenge you for review so that we can know if you're the one that have actually been submitting assignment during the week. Now, all of this comes with the 6-week Diction Master Academy. And the 6-week Diction Master Academy is just 20,999 naira right now. If you're in Ghana, the 6-week Diction Master Academy is just 270 Ghana cedis right now. Aside from that, you get a complete refund assurance if after 6 weeks. Please take note of this part. If you go through the course, you do everything I ask you to do, and after 6 weeks you do not get results, I will do a complete refund for you. I'll pay you back what you have paid. That is, if you go through the course, after paying, you go through the course, you do everything you have to do, and you do not get results. It means that the course is not for lazy people. The course is not for somebody that will just pay, I will go and sleep, and after 6 years you wake up and you expect that God have done one miracle for you. This is a speaking course. You have to speak. You have to learn. That is the first thing. Practice, which is what we do Mondays to Saturdays. And speak to get results. So I tell people that would say, I keep quiet in meetings because I'm shy. You're killing yourself. The more you speak, the better you become. The more you speak, the better you become. But of course, it is not okay to speak rubbish. That's why you need to know the right thing to say, the right thing to speak, so that as you speak, you keep getting better. And you gain mastery. And that is what the 6-week Diction Master Academy is for. So if you pay tonight, I have some gifts for you. First, I have my 20 short pronunciation videos that is valued at 145 cedis. In Nigeria, I sell it for 20,000. I have my vocabulary development PDF that is valued at 49 cedis. In Nigeria, this is sold for 5,000 naira. I have my How to Never Be at a Loss for Word video. This is sold at 150 cedis. In Nigeria, it's sold for 15,000 naira. I also have my ebook on Know Your Silent Words. This contains all the silent words you might need to know, A to Z. I sold it for 5,000 naira in Nigeria. It is sold as 49 cedis in Ghana. I also have an ebook on English punctuation marks. It's sold for 49 cedis in Ghana. In Nigeria, it's sold for 5,000 naira. I also have my ebook on 100 common grammatical errors and correction. Remember, you're not just learning diction, you're also learning basic grammar knowledge that you should have. It's not okay to speak with good diction and everything you're saying is riddled with grammar error. No. So this PDF would help you. I sell this for 99 cedis. In Nigeria, I sell it for 5,000 naira, but you get it for free if you enroll tonight. And of course, you'll get a video on how to start to earn more because you now speak better. This video is sold for 15,000 naira in Nigeria and it's sold for 160 cedis in Ghana. And of course, this is a new what's it called now? A new gift that I'm adding. Those that enrolled last week also got a special gift. This is another special gift that you're getting tonight if you enroll tonight. 100 grammar rules. There's some rules that you must learn. I have 100 of them in a PDF. This is sold for 110 cedis or 10,000 naira, but you also get it for free tonight. All these bonuses are worth 1,996 cedis, and that is about 82,000 naira in Nigeria. But of course, you're getting it for free if you enroll tonight. Plus my complete refund assurance. Remember the complete refund assurance. If after you enroll on the 6-week Diction Master Academy, you follow my lead and do what I ask you to do, if you do not get results, I would refund you. Now here are feedback from, these are latest feedback. This person said, if I did this 6 months ago, I bet you, and I've been speaking better than my diction queen. She's just the best. The Diction Master Academy is not a place where you just learn and have the theory or have the knowledge in your head. It's a place where you come and once you leave, but before you leave, in less than 6 weeks, people will start to ask you, what did you do differently? Or what are you doing differently? That's the truth. And I've never had anyone come to the 6th Diction Master Academy and at the end, nothing has changed. Because at the end of the academy, we ask you to do a video, project video, where we see where you're coming from and where you're coming from and where you are right now. So even for the worst speakers, that at the end, it doesn't even look like we are satisfied with the results. The result there is obvious. We've had people that they stammer at the beginning of the 6 weeks, and after 6 weeks, it is better. They feel better in their mind. These are real life testimonials, video testimonials. We have them a whole lot that I would share with you. In fact, I know most of you are not even new to the academy anyway. This is another feedback from someone. In fact, I got this afternoon. She said, Miss Agbala, I really thank God for that our path crossed. My tutor, you are the best. I enjoyed every bit of the personalized coaching lesson. Oh, I wrote for a personalized coaching lesson. You are the best. Keep on doing what you know how to do best. Thank you, Adiola. This is another person. She said, our videos are so self-explanatory, easy to understand. All you need to follow a lead. All you need is to follow a lead. The best thing I like in her trainings is she never leaves your hand until you become master. Great follow-ups too, which is a very good virtue of a great teacher. Great to be in the learning journey always with her. I have decided to take a quantum leap as she has given me and still in any of her trainings. Thank you for the wonderful training sessions on diction training. This is another person. She said that somebody said something. She said, thanks, Diction Queen, for bringing to our knowledge about the dictionary. I appreciate it. It is really helpful. Another person replied, he said, that's her for you. She trains without withholding any useful information and materials. Another thing about the Sixth Diction Master Academy is you get access to materials that would help you. Materials that you can practice with all by yourself. That you can even share with people and use it in practicing with them. This other person, this person said, my overall 1 month journey with fluent speech has been pleasant and wonderful. It all started the day I called to make inquiry from her. It felt like talking to a white lady. Then I asked, can I speak like you? The 1 month Speak It Right class gives a well-planned and organized training, which helped us get a great result. I am more confident than ever in life. She corrects my language, telling me what to improve on in my articulation and pronunciation of words. I'm super excited to do the next level of training with fluent speech. I'm so grateful to Miss Bukola for committing herself to make life grow. So there are lots of feedback that we would share with you, video feedback, screenshots like this. And this another one. This one says, thank you, Diction Queen. It was an interesting session. Thank you, Diction Queen. I've really learned. I will start my read aloud exercise tonight. Blah, 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 blah. So if you're really interested, if you're really committed, not interested, my coach will say that interested is not it. You have to be committed and willing. So if you're committed and willing to speak better and stop all the embarrassment that you have got from not speaking right and start to enjoy the goodies that Speak Right brings. Somebody commented under my ad this afternoon and she said that those of you that speak too much English, you're always in poverty. And I replied to her, I said, thank God for my English speaking skill. I am a multi-billionaire. I replied that on an ad. Like I was proud that my speaking skill gave me so much. So if you're tired of wherever you are in life, especially if you're a professional, whether you're a baker or whatever you do, and you relate with people that speak English, there's a way you speak that naturally tells them that you're not who you used to be. And they just start to respect you and give you better opportunity. That's the truth. That is the truth. One of the things that differentiates tailors that charge 4,000 naira and those that charge 40,000 naira is one, communication skill. Another is structure. But you cannot even have structure, good structure without good communication skill. If you go on Google and you ask the top 5 skills in the 21st century, communication is one of them. Because there's nothing you want to do right now, you would communicate, either by speaking or by writing or by chatting, by doing what, there's a way you would communicate. And I feel like English is just the only language we have when it comes to business and entrepreneurship. So if you're really committed and willing to improving your speaking skill, if you're in Ghana, all you need is 270 Ghana cedis. If you're in Nigeria, all you need is 20,999 naira. You can make your payment into this account details. This is for Ghana. This is my Momo number, Vodafone line, 0502328878, Unsoko Chidima. Or you can pay to the MTN Momo. The merchant ID is 300194, Golden Glory Ghana Limited. Then send your payment proof to the group. If you're in Nigeria, please pay 20,999 naira into UBA 2069725 016 Olubukola R. Agbalaya. Also, send your payment proof to the WhatsApp group. Remember, if you pay tonight, you get access to all my bonuses. My special bonus is the PDF that contains 100 grammar rule. With this PDF, if you go through this PDF and you're committed to it, you do not need a grammar class again. I also have my video on how to earn more with your diction skill. Whether you're a tailor, you're a baker, you're an entrepreneur, you're a graphic designer, this video will tell you the things you have to start to do, how you need to start to position yourself, so people can pay attention to how you speak and can give better opportunities. Of course, you also get my PDF on 100 common grammatical errors and their corrections. Everyday errors that we make when we converse, when we speak, when we write, when we chat, when we post on social media, and their corrections. You'll also get my ebook on English punctuation marks. A lot of us, we don't even know how to use our comma, punctuation marks, apostrophe, and all. You get this for free as well. You also get my PDF on Know Your Silent Words. You get my video on how to never be at a loss for word. You get my PDF on vocabulary development. These are for people that when they speak, they're not sure of the word to use. You'd also get 20 short videos on pronunciations. All of these, you get them for free if you enroll tonight. Plus, you'd get my refund policy. It means that if you go through the course and in 6 weeks, you go through the course, you follow my lead, and in 6 weeks, you do not get results, I will do a complete refund assurance. Or somebody said, please, I want to pay now, send me the account details. Please send the account details to the group. Now, you want a complete refund assurance, all you have to do is pay tonight. You get access to all the bonuses, and you get a complete refund assurance if after 6 weeks, you follow the course, you do what you have to do, and you do not get results. If you're in Ghana, you're paying 270 Ghana cedis to the Vodafone line 0502328 from Support Chidima, or you pay to the MTN Momo 300194 Golden Glory Ghana Limited. If you are in Nigeria, you're paying just 20,999 naira to the UBA account 2069725 016 Olubukola RB Agbalaya. Pay into any of the accounts and send your payment to the group. Okay, is there any other question? And also the academy comes with what's it called now? With a certificate that you get once you complete your course. As somebody said, for the first time I joined live. Congratulations. Wow, we've got a great package, ma'am. Thank you. As an old student in the academy, how can I get some of the videos I didn't get when I registered last year? All the videos are pinned in the assignment group. All the bonuses, rather. The bonuses promised at the time when you paid. Please take note of that. They are pinned in the assignment group. And also for all students, we're launching a new course. We tagged it, we're launching a new course. Just watch out for that course. Watch out for it, okay? Any other question? I raised my hand, but you didn't call me. I can't call everybody on this call. This is not a 6-week Diction Master Academy. If it was a 6-week Diction Master Academy, I could manage to do that. How to pronounce cream, measure. It's not measure, it's measure. Measure, blood, intermediate, blood. Don't open your mouth wide, blood. Thousand, mummy, mummy. I would like to join the academy. It's just the funding problem. Thanks for the lecture. It was impactful, okay? Thank you, Diction Queen. I really enjoyed the class today. Unfortunately, I didn't get to speak when you called me. Probably network, sorry about that. Thank you so much. You are glowing. All thanks to my husband. Okay, any other question? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay, so if you'd like to be in the academy, if you want to speak to impress anyone, anytime, anywhere, all you need to do is make a payment of 20,999 naira into the UBA account, 2069725016 Olubukola RB Agbalaya. If you are in Ghana, make your payment of 270 Ghana cedis to the Momo number 300194 Golden Glory Ghana Limited, or the Vodafone line 0502328878 on Support Chidima. The academy is all you need to start to speak like the version you want. If you do not like how you sound, you don't like your voice, you're scared of speaking in public, you're always keeping quiet in meetings or when you're in conversations with friends, or you don't even know how to start a conversation. All you have to do is enroll for the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy. Okay, thanks for the lecture. It was impactful. Wow, you've got it. Okay. Any other question? Please, can I speak friendly to my congregation after the course? Yes. If you follow through the course and do what I ask you to do, yes, I assure you. Thank you, ma'am. God bless you. Thanks, Diction Queen. You're the best. I really have a nice time with the live program. You're welcome. In the City Diction Master Academy, you have better experience. You have, so I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Picture, the word is picture. Thanks, ma'am. I would like to speak like you. Enroll on the Secret Diction Master Academy. And of course, you will speak better than me. I tell people, you cannot speak like me. We all have our unique speaking skill. We have our unique speaking skill. So you can just speak better than yourself. Instead of speaking like a particular person. When you start to speak like a particular person, it might sound fake. Okay. Your husband is lucky to have you. Indeed, he is, and I'm lucky to have him as well. Thank you very much. Regards to your husband, I will. Thank you. Phone, phone. Phone is pronounced phone. Okay, I think we are done here. Calendar, calendar, calendar. Please, I will enroll now. Yes, go ahead, Cynthia. If you're in Ghana, you can pay to the Momo number, the MTN Momo, which is the ID is 300194 Golden Glory Ghana, or to the Vodafone line 0502328878 on top of Chidima. You're paying 270 Ghana cedis. If you're in Nigeria, you're paying 20,999 naira. Pay to the UBA account 206-9725-016 Olubukola RB Agbalaya. Okay. Thanks so much, Diction Queen. And I believe after this training, I will do well. God bless your husband. Amen. Thank you. I can't even pray well in English. Just enroll on the Diction Master Academy. Enroll on the Diction Master. I cannot overemphasize this. Enroll. The more you do something, the better you become at that thing. It's that simple. And that is why we have the Secret Diction Master Academy, because we understand that some people live in an environment that does not allow them to practice English. It is not your fault. Some people live in an environment where everyone speaks Pidgin. Some people live in an environment where everyone speaks their native language. So even when you speak English to them, they might still not reply you in that language. So it's normal for you to be so relaxed in that language that you have immersed yourself in, which is why we are creating a community. It's not just an academy, it's a community. That even after the 6 weeks, we still get to meet and practice. Imagine, most people on this call only paid me 1,000, and we still get to meet over and over again. Now imagine the privilege you would get if you're on the 6-week Diction Mastery Academy. This is a community where we give you that opportunity to practice. And I tell you, it is that practice that does the magic. It is not just the learning. When you learn and you do not practice, nothing changes. You just remain the way you are. But when you learn and you have that opportunity to practice, that is when you see results. So I assure you, Cynthia, you just enroll. Ma'am, are we getting the CD or the PDF? You're getting all the bonuses I mentioned tonight. Blessing, if you pay tonight, you're getting all the bonuses. There's 20 pronunciation videos, the vocabulary PDF, the grammar PDFs, the videos on how to earn better. All the bonuses I mentioned tonight, you get them. Some of them are PDFs, some of them are videos. So it depends, but you're getting all. Please, ma'am, can you read the statement? Can you give me some minutes? Okay. Can you give me some minutes? Can you give me some minutes? That is it. Can you give me some minutes? Can I get this video? No, the replay of this video will not be sent. Last week's replay wasn't sent, so this week's will not be sent either. The replay of this video would not be sent, so you cannot get it. Okay? Mathematics. Thanks so much, my coach. I'm beginning to see a better me, all thanks to you. I appreciate that. Oxford. Dictionary. Can I register my kids? Yes. The academy runs for children as well, from the ages of 13 upward. But if you have children that are less than 13, that are younger than 13 years, you can reach out to me. We have kiddies packages that are appropriate for them. Please extend the bonuses to tomorrow. I can't guarantee that. Okay, I need to go now. Again, if you enroll tonight in Ghana, enroll by paying just 270 Ghana cedis to the account details, Vodafone line 05023288878 in Sofo Chidima, or to the MTN Momo 300194 Golden Glory Ghana Limited. If you're Nigeria, pay 20,999 naira to the UBA account 20697250016 Olubukola RB Agbalaya. So if you want to be able to speak to impress anyone, anytime, anywhere, all you need to do is register for the 6 weeks Diction Master Academy. Remember, if after 6 weeks you go through the course, you do everything I ask you to do, and you do not get results, I would do a refund. I would return your money to you, the exact money you have paid. So the word is issue. It has different pronunciation. We have issue, we have issue. I need to go now. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. My husband is waiting. Stop sharing. We'll have